What up, Department of Homeland? We are back for the Week 2 review and the Week 3 preview. So, without further ado, we're going to start off with the scoreboard of Week 2. You know how we do. We are going to go into the results, what the players did, and then we'll go ahead and do a breakdown of Week 3. So, starting off, we got the London Bridges versus El Lechero. Let's see what happened in this game. I'm sorry. All right, so yes, El Lechero, who is now 1-1, scored 198.73 and beat London Bridges, who is also 1-1. Let's look at their individual scores. El Lechero got -1 from Chase. It's time to cut Chase McLaughlin, to be honest. 29 from the Rams D. David Montgomery woke up 22.8. Kenneth Walker woke up 35.9. Evan Ingram, there's something wrong there in Denver. I don't know what's going on with their offense, but it's not clicking like it was last year or progressing like how I thought it was going to be this year. 18.8 from Zay Flowers because some guy off the street took 2 touchdowns and catches away from him. A.J. Brown, it's time to bench him, 9.5. Josh Jacobs is one of the most solid RBs in fantasy, 30.1. Kyron Williams had 21.9 and got a touchdown snaked from him by Blake Corum. There's something wrong with Bo Nix, like I said, in the Denver offense. 29.73 in a game that they should have won and he should have had more. As for London Bridges, a.k.a. Professor Xavier, a.k.a. Daniel Lewan, Cameron Dicker, 7.4. Steelers D, 23.3. Should have had more. Trey Benson, 18.2, as he's getting more run as the corpse of James Conner starts to Ricky Pearsall, 16.7. Kyle Pitts, 10.3. Marvin Harrison, 17.3. I'm very surprised. Should have had more than that. Drake London, 19.2. He also should have had more than that. Bill, 16.3. They really didn't use him after the Eckler injury, which I don't understand. Derrick Henry. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm reading the projections. My bad. Record scratch. Cameron Dicker had 9. Steelers D had 16. Trey Benson had 11.7. Ricky Pearsall had 13.9. Kyle Pitts had 10.3. Marvin Harrison had 6.5. Excuse me. He should have had more. Drake London had 10.5. He should have had more. Bill had 3.5. He should have had more than that. Like I said, they didn't use him after the Eckler injury. R.I.P. Austin Eckler and his Achilles. Derrick Henry at 9.6. I don't think I've ever seen 9.6 for Derrick Henry in the last 3 to 5 years. And Lamar Jackson had 33.56, but he should have had more. But they decided that they were just going to lollygag and not destroy Cleveland like they should have. So hopefully they realized that because they got Detroit coming up. So El Lechero, a.k.a. Julio, kudos on the win. 1-1. Danny Lewan, 1-1 as well at 124.56. Moving on to the next game. Ronald is 2-0. Lafita is 2-0 with 248.19. Gallo Pinto, Rommel is 0-2. Ronald got 32.9 from Patrick Mahomes, 21.9 from the corpse that is James Conner. Chuba Hubbard gave you 28.3. Justin Jefferson gave you 11.7. Hopefully better days are ahead. Amon-Ra St. Brown woke up and got you 51.6. Harold Fanning got you 10.4. Javonte Williams got you 39.8. What is going on with Javonte? Wow. What is going on with Javonte Williams? Maybe his career is going to take off again in Dallas. He had 39.8. Jamison Williams had a bomb and had 31.4. The Colts defense gave you 12, and Cam Little gave you 9. As for Gallo Pinto, 12. 13 points from Jake Elliott, 23 from the Kansas City D, 4 from Khalil Shakir, who I think is still hurt. Mark Andrews, at this point, should be dropped, 3.7. David Njoku is battling for touches with Harold Fanning and only got 7.8. Devontae Smith, they are not a passing team anymore, 11.9, so at least you got in the double digits. Puka Nacua is Puka Nacua, 39.1. Dylan Sampson came in garbage time and gave you 15.1. Jonathan Taylor is Jonathan Taylor, 51.8. And that's with Daniel Jones taking away the touchdown. And Kyler Murray gave you 21.68. Enjoy it now, because as soon as the new Call of Duty comes out, you'll be getting less than the 21 points. So, Ronald, congrats on being 2-0. Gallo Point 12. Might be time to start looking into making a trade there, bud. Next up, Eric versus Will. Neighbors thinks I'm selling dope versus Miami Bang Bros. William Moats is 1-1. He won 215.07. Eric at 0-2 only scored 180.7. Will had 56.77 for Jared Goff. You're welcome for the bonus points. Devin A-Chain had 33.9. J.K. Dobbins had 25.5. Nico Collins had 14.8 because C.J. Stroud didn't have time to throw to anybody. T. Higgins had 23.2. Travis Kelce had 11.5 and an interception that he gave up. Mike Evans had 14. Sam Laporta has 7.4. Eagles D gave you 28, and Harrison Butker gave you 0. Jake Bates, for Neighbors Thinks I'm Selling Dope, Jake Bates had 5. Cowboys defense -1. DJ Moore 10.2. Garrett Wilson 9.6 on a bad day for the Jets. Trey McBride 18. Malik Neighbors with the bonus points 51.5. CeeDee Lamb 28.4. Rashad White 23.8. Breece Hall 11.4. And Baker Mayfield 23.8. So, Neighbors Thinks I'm Selling Dope. Might be time to make a trade at 0-2. Will, kudos on the win, but let's see what happens. Next up, Tommy DeVito. Alejandro loses to Jamar Mageddon. Patrice Penson, 2215.76 for Patrice, 188.3 for Alejandro. Tommy DeVito, you had Jalen Hurts with 18.8, Saquon Barkley with 31.8, James Cook with 52.8. You had Tyreek Hill finally get over 100 yards with 23.1. DK Metcalf with 10.8. You had TJ Hawkinson with 2. Hopefully the quarterback changes that. He should have way more than 2 points. Jalen Warren with 29. You had Stephon Diggs with 9. The New England hasn't really used him yet. That's weird. You had the Texans with 18 on defense. And Matt Gay, who should also be kicked off the team. You had 7 points from him because he missed all of his field goals. Told you, if your defense is good, you get the points. If your defense is bad, you're going to lose points. If your kicker is good, you'll get the points. If your kicker is bad, -7 from a kicker. Ouch. Matt Prater, 15. Like I said, if your kicker is good. Defense, Cardinals D has been keeping them afloat. They had 31. Jordan Mason had 10.9. Travis Etienne had 26.1, doing better than what I thought. Brock Bowers was hurt, gave you 9.4. Brian Thomas had his superpowers taken away. He only had 10.3. Jamar Chase had 49.5 because they had to play comeback. Tony Pollard had 22.2. DeAndre Swift had a surprising 23.3, and Caleb Williams, had 18.6. So, I mean, decent team, Jamar McGinn. Kudos on the win. Tommy DeVito, I mean, you have a decent team as well. I just think it was a bad week for you. But let's see what happens next week. Next up, Radamez versus Harold. Rad versus the Top Guns. Rad wins 236.66, and Harold loses 163.26. Let's start off with Harold's team. He got 18.26 from Josh Allen, 39.8 from Bijan. Travion Henderson got you 10.9. Cortland Sutton, very, very surprising. He did nothing. He had 0.6 fantasy points. Debo Samuel had 18. Hunter Henry had 2.9. Keon Coleman couldn't do it 2 weeks in a row, 8.2. Nick Chubb kept you afloat with 22.6. 49ers D got you 29. And Tyler Loop, the Baltimore kicker, got you 13. All right, for Rad, Kyrie Fairbairn had 8. Ravens D gave you 36. Ramondre Stevenson gave you 30.9. Aaron Jones, who's done for the foreseeable future, 3.8 points. Tucker Kraft gave you 33.4. Calvin Ridley, very disappointing, 10.1. Devontae Adams, kudos to him, 30.8. Bucky Irvins, kudos to Bucky, 30.8. Jahmyr Gibbs, like his old self, 31.2. And Jalen Daniels, see ya, 21.66. Jaden Daniels is probably going to miss a couple weeks. And you lost Jaden Daniels and you lost Aaron Jones, Rad. So, those guys can't be replaced. But let's see what happens. Let's see how long it takes them to get back, because you're going to need them. All right, but kudos on the win. 1-1. Harold drops to 1-1. Last but not least, it's not personal. My little brother Alex Foster versus myself. Alex wins 210.76 to 157.16 from myself. I had 27.96 from Jordan Love. Ashton Genty got me 14.3. Chase Brown got me 21.5. T-Mac got me 23. Matthew Golden 3.5. To the bench you go. Tyler Warren got me 16.6. Emeka had a bad week and got me 16.3. Austin Eckler, RIP to his Achilles, 9 points on the way out. Broncos D cost me very dearly this week. They will go to the bench, 1 point. And Brandon Aubrey, who is a superstar, got me 24 points. For Alex, Brandon McManus got you 7. Lions D got you 31. Michael Pittman got you 11. Alvin Kamara got you 30.7. Brenton Strange got you 4.5. Jackson Smith and Jigba got you 26.5. Lab McConkey got you 12.4. Omari and Hampton got you 10.1. And see here. CMC got you 37.8. He's looking like his old self. And Justin Herbert, 35.8. And Justin Herbert got you 41.36. And his aura right now, like he's only getting better week to week. So there you have it, fellas. There was your week 2 review. Let's go ahead and let's look at the week 3. Who's playing who? Some of you guys that are 0-2 might need to make a trade. It's getting there. If you're already 0-2, to get in the fantasy playoffs or be considered for the fantasy playoffs, you can't lose any more than 5-6 games. Always remember that. All right, week 3 matchups. You got wait. London Bridges versus Galopinto. Let me see. El Lechero versus Neighbors Thinks I'm Selling Dope. It's not. This is the game of the week right here. It's not personal. Alex versus Ronald, both 2-0 teams. Game of the week right here. Ronald's finest team versus It's Not Personal. Jamar Mageddon versus Will. Jamar Mageddon versus Miami Bang Bros. Tommy DeVito versus Top Guns. And Rad versus the Juggernauts, myself. So there you go, peeps. There are your week 3 matchups. Let's see what happens. We're 3 weeks in. Hope you guys are liking the points. Let's see what happens. Again, if you're 0-2, you're there. Your head is above water. If you're 1-1, you're also right there too. Your head is above water. It's a long season, but you know, just keep in mind, those of you who are trying to make the playoffs, there's only a certain amount of games that you can lose or whatever. So I'll talk about that as the weeks go on. It's not time to panic yet. I'll address that probably like in week 4, week 5, because depending on how some of y'all records are, week 4, week 5, it might be time to panic. So, but remember, it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So let's see what happens. All right, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See you guys next week.